Hey y'all, it's Donna again. I wanted to come on today and I wanted to kind of share with you some things that I do to change up the meals. Because when we're eating low carb, we're pretty much limited to beef, pork, chicken, and fish. And it gets very tiresome eating those over and over and over again. And if you want to change it up, you may have to spend time looking, for a bunch of different recipes and things like that. And, if you're like me, sometimes you just want to throw something in and cook it and be done. So one of the things that I have found that really helps me to do that is by adding spices to my meat. Now I have this little tray that I keep up in my cabinet. It's meat rubs, and I want to kind of share some of those with you today. One of my favorites that I use is they're all Weber, with the exception of one. I love these. I found them at Walmart, and this one is roasted garlic, and boy, is it good on chicken. And so it's also great on pork or beef, either one, any of them. I'm not so crazy about it on fish because it's roasted garlic and herb. And I'm one of those that I don't really care for a bunch of herbs and stuff on my fish, but I can put this on there if maybe I'm wanting Italian or something that night. So I can put this on, add some Italian seasoning, do some vegetables with some Italian seasoning, and make it kind of an Italian flavored meal. Now this one is my husband's favorite, and I have to admit I like it too. But it's garlic jalapeno. Again, it's by Weber. And this, oh man, it is really good. My husband loves it on salmon. I've had it on haddock. I'm not really a salmon person. I eat haddock more than salmon. But it's great on there. It's great on pork chops. It's wonderful on chicken. And it's even great on beef, steak or something like that. So if I'm saying maybe I'm feeling like I really would like some Mexican that night, so maybe I'll toss this on some chicken and, or maybe even cut the chicken in little slices and kind of, mix it with some olive oil and then sprinkle this over it and cook it. And then maybe do some Spanish rice using cauli rice. Make some Spanish rice with that. So, I've got kind of a Mexican flavored meal. So add this to chicken, but it goes with everything. Another one of my favorites is the Chicago steak seasoning. And it is wonderful on steak. It just gives it a really kind of bold flavor. You can definitely taste the beef with it, but it is really, really good. So, instead of just doing, regular beef, maybe I want to have steak this week. Maybe I want to have steak 2 nights in a row. I don't know. Maybe I thaw them out and I need to cook them 2 nights in a row. So maybe one night I'll just do steak like this, and maybe do some cauli mashed potatoes and some, vegetable to go with it. Or maybe I'll do the next night and do jalapeno with it and do some cream cheese and jalapeno cream sauce to go with the steak or whatever. So it's the same meat, but I'm making it into different meals. Another one that my husband really likes is this sweet and spicy chipotle. I'm not real crazy about chipotle. It has kind of too much of a smoky flavor for me, but my husband really likes this. It's really good on fish. It's really good on chicken, beef, and pork. It just kind of is, whatever mood he's in, I'll just ask him, what, spices do you want? So this is another one that he really, really likes. And another one that I use, and this is not Weber. This is the only one that is not Weber, it's Badia, and it's Mojo Rub, and it's the citrus blend. Y'all, this is so good on fish, but it's also really good on chicken. You've heard of lemon chicken. You can do citrus chicken, and just, change the flavor of it. So, you don't have to spend a whole bunch of time, searching for recipes. Just pull in some spices and change the flavor, kind of change the direction of, how you want your meal to go. If I'm wanting, say, Asian, maybe I'll use the roasted garlic and herb, and then maybe I'll, add some liquid aminos or, some Worcestershire sauce or something like that. Maybe a few little red pepper flakes or, even some jalapenos. Do a stir fry and mix that with, mix the chicken with it or mix the beef with it or whatever. So it just kind of depends on what you're wanting for that night. Now, another thing that I really want to show you is a way to really flavor your meats is using olive oil. Now, this is the brand that I use because it is pure olive oil. It's a very good olive oil. I know that it's not going to be out of date. It's not going, to be kind of on the weaker side. It's pure olive oil, and it's by Squisito Tasting Room, and that's a place here where I live. You can order online. I'll leave the link in the bottom. This is one of my favorites. It's the cayenne chili pepper, because I can toss this in if I'm wanting to do some spicy vegetables. Say I'm wanting to do the jalapeno rub with, say, on chicken, and I want some vegetables to go with it. I can toss the vegetables in this and have a spicy Mexican meal. And this is one of my favorites. Another one of my favorites that I use all the time, that's why it's a bigger bottle, is the garlic infused. This can be poured over, can be used on anything. I'm a garlic lover. I love garlic. To me, you cannot have too much garlic. But this one is one that I use all the time. It's great on chicken. It's great on fish. It's great, on beef, anything that you're wanting, with garlic. I also like to use this one with, let me grab it real quick. This is a balsamic vinegar. I like to mix the garlic infused olive oil with a balsamic, cucumber flavored balsamic, and marinate vegetables in it. And just, if I want like a raw vegetable salad or something, I can marinate them in this, and it is so good. It is absolutely scrumptious. And another one of my favorites is the Persian lime. Now, I think I could just drink this bottle. It's so good. And one of the things that I mix it with, and my favorite, is this blackberry ginger balsamic. And I like to mix this and pour it over my salad. It's great on vegetables. It's even, would be great on meat, just because of the flavor. It has a sweet flavor to it, but it's really, really good. Now, at Squisito, you can also get this. It's an emulsifier. You can pour your olive oil and your balsamic in here. It snaps on, and then this just pulls up, and you stir it like that, and it, and it mixes the oil and the vinegar together. And then you turn it, you can see the little opening, and you can pour it over whatever it is you're wanting to use. You can also get at Squisito, this is a little spray that you put your olive oil in here, you tighten this up, and then you pump it, and it gives you a spray of olive oil. So this will, and rather than buying those cheap, probably not very good for you sprays, you can make your own spray using this, and that is also at Squisito. Again, I have the link below, and you can get on there and just kind of scroll through and find which ones you think just sound really good to you. I have, just a bunch, you can see, because I use all different kinds of flavors, because it just changes the taste of a meal. And if I'm wanting to use, if you're using beef, pork, chicken, and fish, that's 4, kinds of meat. And then we have 7 days in the week. So you're going to have to use some of those more than one time. So using olive oil, using spices is going to change the flavor of your meat and the flavor of your meal. And it's just a real quick, simple thing that you can do. Now, I want to show you one more thing. Another thing that you can do is you can add, like, to chicken. Maybe you want some mashed cauliflower and gravy. Well, gravy is simple to make. You can use vegetable stock. You can use chicken stock. Add your spices to it, your garlic, your onion powder, things like that, salt and pepper, and then you can use xanthan gum to thicken it. Well, I like my gravy brown. I want it to kind of look like regular brown gravy. So this is called brown Kwik. Now, you may have heard of like Kitchen Bouquet. Well, looking at that, it's got more carbs in it than I really want to put into my meals. So this has 1 carb in 1 teaspoon, which you're really not even going to use a teaspoon of this. You're just going to kind of use a splash of it. But it's going to add some flavor to your gravy. It's also going to add that brown color to your gravy. This I ordered from Walmart. They did not have it in the store. I had to order it from Walmart. But anyway, and I'll leave the link for that below as well. And I also have the link down there. I got these at Walmart. And what I did with that link was just did this link to the search. So all you have to do is click on it, and it's going to bring up all the different kinds of the Weber seasonings. I'm sad to say I did not find the jalapeno on there. I'm hoping that it's just because they were just out of it. But they have all other kinds of seasoning. They have rubs as well. And then I want to show you this one thing also, Squisito, where I get the olive oil. They also have, this is habanero garlic pepper. So they also have some spices in there as well that you can look for. So anyway, just a real easy, simple way to kind of change the meal that you're having. You know, if you want Chinese one night with chicken and Mexican the next night with chicken, you're not going to really even notice that you're eating chicken 2 nights in a row if you're using spices to flavor, you know, to make it be the kind of flavor that you're wanting for that evening. So I hope you find this helpful. Just something really quick and easy. Now, I'm not discouraging you to get on and look for recipes, because I do that all the time. And you'll notice my playlist, I have all kinds of recipes for pork and meat, you know, chicken and beef, and, you know. But there are times that I'm like, I just don't feel like cooking, you know, necessarily cooking something big, or, you know, I want to just toss something in my air fryer, put some seasoning on it, and be done. So this is a real easy way to do that, especially those of you that are working. I'm fortunate to be retired, but those of you that are working and, you know, you come home, you don't really want to fix a big drawn out thing, you know, meal. So toss some meat in your air fryer, use different spices on it, and you've got your meat for the evening. And you're not going to feel like you're eating the same things over and over and over again. Now, the Webers, they also have rubs. These are just, you know, like seasonings, but they have rubs, like they have some barbecue rubs and things like that. What I suggest you do is, you know, when you're looking through there, just click on it, and they have, you know, several different pictures of the product, and always look to the back and, you know, find where it shows all the carbs. Like this, there's 0 carbs in this one. This one has 1 carb in it, the jalapeno one. You know, so look and always make sure that they don't have added sugars to them, because that's going to, you know, add carbs that you really don't need. You know, we get carbs naturally from some spices and, you know, vegetables and things like that. We don't want you know, sugar carbs being added into that. So anyway, spices, olive oils, and another thing about olive oil is it's extremely good for you. It helps with inflammation. Diabetics often have trouble with inflammation, and olive oil can help reduce that inflammation. So I hope you found this helpful. If there's something that you would like to see, or some questions that you have, just post them in the comments and I'll get back to you. And, you know, just let me know if there's something that you're really struggling with or want help with, and I'll see what I can do to help you. So thank you. I hope you have a wonderful day.